Hey everybody, Dave here from Trust Studios, and in today's video I want to show you guys the this grow I did here in the grow pipe, this hydroponic, passive hydroponic grow. This is tatsoi, and I want to show you start from finish, from seed to harvest, how this grow went. I'll show you exactly how I started it, how I started the seeds, and how I planted it. And this is one of my grow pipes that I designed and sell. But you can also use this, the principle to basically you can grow in any container that you have that you can put a 1/2-inch hole in and that will hold water, and you have to block the light from reaching the solution. And you can do that even with some aluminum foil or painting the container black. But basically, because the grow pipe only doesn't have any neck cups or doesn't have any media, it's just 1/2-inch holes. There's 8 plant sites spaced along the pipe and strategically placed locations so that they all fit in here nice and they grow beautifully together. I've done all kinds of greens if you guys watch the channel. I've even done peas and green beans in the pipe. But it was designed for herbs and greens. And but like I said, if you're not ready to jump into hydroponics that far, or you're on a budget and you want to just try to get into it a little bit at a time, like I say, please do experiment with coffee cans. Of course, you'd only do about 1 plant in a coffee can, one of these tatsoi plants, or 1 lettuce or something. A lettuce you want about 1 gallon if it's a big heading lettuce or something. But you can basically do this in any container. Just poke a 1/2-inch hole in there and start the seedlings the way I did and drop them in, and you'll have good results if you have enough light. I only used LED shop light above this on my bookcase over there. Some of you guys have seen it before. It's just basically a bookcase, and I mounted a shop light over one of the shelves, and this just sits there, and it's basically set it and forget it. I just plant it. I did add to this twice. One time, you'll see in one of the updates that I added, and one time I added and I didn't record it, so that was another couple cups that I put in just to extend the grow time a little longer because I wasn't ready to harvest. But this could have been harvested any point after 3 weeks, so 21 days in here. This is about 26, 27 days, what we're looking at right now. I'm going to give you guys a close-up look of this so you can really see how these are, and when I'm going to harvest them, how I'll pull them out of there, and then we'll watch the whole grow from start to finish. The other thing I did want to talk about before we watch the whole grow is the what do you do after you're done growing? Well, you cut the plants off at the roots and use the plants however you want. Tatsoi I like to use for soups, salads, and I'm going to ferment this like kimchi for this batch. But basically you just cut them all off and take the cap off, take both caps off, empty it out, and you wash it with clean soap and water, and then put it back together, tighten your caps back on, and you're ready for the next grow. So that's all there is to it. But anyway, let's get into it and I'll show you the whole process start to finish. Okay guys, so here's a closer look at this tatsoi. As you can see, it really filled the grow pipe in really well. And you can see down here, here's the hole. So it's just a hole, no net cup as I said, or no media. And they just sit in there. And they really lock in together. They grow. The roots grow together and that helps them lock in, and also the leaves kind of interlock as well. And so you can get a really nice crop out of this in less than a month with many different greens, but this one is one of my faves. Okay, so this is how I start them, and these little containers come with my grow pipe. I just put some electrical tape around it. Not really necessary, but preventing the light from getting in at the roots and into the solution will prevent algae. And I have the water, you can see it's right up to the top of the pebbles, and the pebbles are kind of almost a little bit floaty in there. And then I'm just going to take a pinch of my, in this case I'm going to do pak choy, tatsoi. So I'm just going to take a pinch of seeds. I'm going to switch my camera hand so I can grab a pinch of seeds with the, and I give tatsoi seeds because I love it, and the grow pipe does really well. And usually I include enough for a few grows. You only need 8 plants, but I do about probably 15 seeds or so. And if you do too many, that's okay, because you can put the babies into something else, or you can just eat them. But yeah, so let me see if I can show you. So you can see some of the seeds are floating, some are on the pebbles, some are stuck to the sides of the container. And that's all good. Just don't worry about it. You don't have to cover it. You don't have to mist it, because they're sitting right in the water. And just leave it like that, and they will grow. Right now I have just plain water in here, but as they drink that up, and I have to add solution as they grow, then I'll add a weak nutrient solution at 1 teaspoon per gallon, and that comes with the grow pipe too. But anyway, guys, that's how I get them started, and we'll be transferring them to the pipe once they're about 3 inches or so tall, and they've got their first set of real leaves on them. So we'll come back and take a look at them when they're grown up a little bit. Okay, so we have the little tatsois here, and this is about probably like 16 days or so, because of the setback, because of me dumping the whole thing out into the sink, and then happen to try to put the little sprouts back on the clay pebbles, and it just kind of definitely made them have to regain their start again and make sure their roots are going the right way and everything. So I think usually it takes about 2 weeks to get to this stage, or a little less than 2 weeks. But yeah, I figure about 2 weeks. And now they're ready to go in, and I hope I have 8 of them. I think I have 8 of them. But anyway, I'm going to plant those up today. Okay, so these are all grown out now, and I'm going to pop them into the grow pipe. I filled my grow pipe. It takes a little over a gallon of fluid, so I put in 1 gallon of Maxi Grow at 1 teaspoon of Maxi Grow per gallon. And then the second gallon I mixed 2 teaspoons per gallon, and I only used a little bit of that. Sometimes I recommend that you go up just a half a teaspoon each time you make a gallon. This time I went from 1 to 2, because these are kind of mature. They're probably big enough. And then basically, I'm just going to pull them out of here. And the beauty of growing them on the clay pebbles is that you can get them out of there without really damaging the roots. They do, I'm trying to show you guys this. It's dripping all over the table, but you do have to kind of gently pull them apart. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's one little clay ball stuck to that. So let's see, can you see that, baby? I don't know if the camera's focusing on me. But anyway, hopefully you could see that there were nice clean roots there. And sometimes you may have to just gently get them to gather with your fingers, and then just drop them in. And the only thing holding them is their little leaves. But that's okay. That's been fine, especially for the tatsoi, because they grow so... I have to clean up my table later, but I just want to get these planted in here to show you guys. That one looks like it's fallen in a little bit too far, but they'll be okay. They'll open themselves up and they'll grow. Some of the seed husks are on the roots, so I try to get them off if you see them. It's not necessary. It won't really hurt anything. And I'm hoping I got enough babies, because I had planted, I always plant about twice as many seeds as I need, but then when I dumped them by accident, you know, some of them I lost some of them. But so we'll come back and take a look at this in a couple weeks, and probably before, maybe next week we'll look at it. But I just wanted to show you guys again this whole process start to finish with the grow pipe. But like I said, if no matter how you grow these little babies on the clay pebbles, you could put them into any number of different hydroponic setups. And if you have an extra baby or two, that's good. I always try to have a couple extra babies, just in case one doesn't make it in here. Occasionally you'll get one that somehow the roots got stuck, or they got in a position where they didn't get into the solution. Rarely happens, but it's always good to have a backup, you know, a couple more little babies. So I have one extra baby. So I'm going to put this back in my little cup here and try to get the roots down in there, and we'll see. Oh, well, maybe there's two. Okay, it looks like there's two little babies. But anyway, I'll fix those up a little bit later. I'm afraid of my battery running out, you guys. So anyway, that is it. So now I'm just going to go and put this on my bookcase, where I have a LED shop light above it. The lights cost about $15 to $20 depending on where you get them, but it's just a 4-foot LED shop light. 5K I think is the spectrum, and they're 40 watts, the ones that I have. But anyway, that works really well, and I try to keep the light probably about, you know, 6 to 8 inches above it. So I'm going to go set that up, and then I'll give you guys a look at where it is once I get it over there. Okay, so there it is, and there's my shop light right above it. It's 5000 spectrum, and you know, that's the box lid. I just put it up there because the light was too bright in the room. That's kind of like a little shade there, but I do want to make a better shade. But anyway, that's it, guys. So it's the light right now is about a foot above them, which I usually get it a little closer. That's why I've got it up on the 2x4s there. But I've had good luck with it there, you know, so I guess it's okay to leave it about a foot below the light. And with my microgreens, which are up above here, I keep the light much closer. It's like 6 inches away. And you can see, you know, they do really well, and they stay nice and strong. You don't get the lanky, you know, where they get lanky and fall over if you've got plenty of light. So anyway, we'll come back and we'll take a look at this like in 1 week intervals, and they'll be ready in about 3 weeks. Okay, so this is 1 week update on these tatsoi, and you can see they've come along pretty nicely. And so we'll come back and we'll take another look in another week and see how they are at week 2. Hey guys, a little update. It's it'll be 3 weeks in a few days, and I checked the pipe just by lifting it this morning, and it felt a little bit light. There may be enough fluid in there for the whole grow, but I didn't want to take a chance because I may let it go past 3 weeks. So I decided I'm going to put in a couple of cups anyway. So I just turned the little cover here to reveal the fill hole, and I'll put my funnel in. And I'm just going to put a couple of cups in, and that should keep me going until I'm ready to harvest. So I have my Maxi Grow mixed up here at 2 teaspoons per gallon. And I keep it in this container. It's a clear container, but I keep it under my sink, under my kitchen sink. And that way it doesn't grow algae or anything, but it's ready for me. And I could fill this whole pipe up again, but there's no sense in using more than I need. So I figured I'll just give it a, I don't know, few cups anyway, 2 or 3. That should be good. Anyway guys, we'll come back and take a look at it again at the 3-week mark. Thanks everyone. I'll have some links below to my Facebook hydroponic group, to my Etsy shop, and to my Amazon affiliate account. And so if you use those links, I appreciate it. Helps support the channel. Anyway guys, until next time, be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.